Welcome to my channel. If you love orchids and are looking for ways to propagate them at home, this is the video for you. I will guide you through a super easy, surprisingly effective method using only familiar materials available around the house. It makes the most of them, saves money, and is guaranteed to be something anyone can do. Let's explore it now. This is ginger root. Do you have ginger at home? First, I will make ginger gel. I will choose green ginger sprouts that grow from ginger roots, which are the part that concentrates many valuable nutrients. Ginger sprouts not only contain natural antibacterial and anti-inflammatory active ingredients, but also have the effect of stimulating growth and enhancing the health of the plant. Next, I took one aloe vera leaf and also sliced it into thin slices. After preparing ginger and aloe vera leaves, I put them in a small jar. You add 1 teaspoon of sugar to the jar, helping to provide essential nutrients, which are food that helps beneficial microorganisms grow strongly. Use 50 milliliters of any type of beer. Beer acts as a catalyst, speeding up the fermentation process, creating favorable conditions for microorganisms to grow faster. Add 50 ml of filtered water to the mixture to create a humid environment for microorganisms to grow. After mixing, leave the mixture for about 1 month before using. This is a branch of Dendrobium anosmum orchid. I only use dormant buds that are capable of sprouting for propagation. Cut the orchid branch into moderate sections. Each section has 2 such as 3 buds to prepare for orchid propagation. Cover the cut with a layer of melted candle wax. The wax will help prevent water from seeping into the cut, preventing the orchid from rotting. Next, use 3 tablespoons of ginger GE solution combined with aloe vera GE. This mixture helps stimulate root growth and increase resistance for orchid branches. You need to mix this mixture with 1 liter of filtered water to create a nourishing solution. This not only reduces the concentration of the mixture, avoiding shock to the orchid branches, but also ensures that the nutrients are better absorbed. This is cinnamon powder. I take 1 spoon mixed with 500 ml of boiling water, let it steep for 30 minutes. This process helps the active ingredients in cinnamon powder dissolve, creating an effective disinfectant solution, protecting orchid branches from bacteria and fungi. Then, soak the moss in cinnamon water for about 30 minutes to clean and disinfect, ensuring a safe environment for orchids to grow. I use a mixture of GE ginger and GE aloe vera and water it evenly on the orchid roots. Watering this mixture 1 to 2 times a month will help the plant develop healthy roots and flowers. After 30 minutes, remove the moss and squeeze out excess water, then spread the moss evenly into the plastic box to prepare for planting orchids. Place the orchid cuttings on top of the moss, then cover the plastic box. Place in a cool place, avoid direct sunlight and keep moist regularly for 3 weeks. After 4 weeks, look, the orchid has sprouted. Isn't it amazing? But it hasn't rooted yet. Continue to keep the orchid in a cool place, away from sunlight, and maintain humidity. After the next 2 weeks, wow, look at this. The orchid sprout has grown roots and leaves very healthy. This is a sign that the plant has adapted well to the environment. The roots are growing densely and the leaves are growing green, bringing comprehensive development to the orchid. When the orchid sprouts grow well, you can plant them in pots to help them adapt to the outside environment. Hope this video content will help you in propagating orchids at home. If you find it interesting, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel to support me. See you in the next videos. Welcome to my channel, where I share secrets to help your orchids stay bright and bloom beautifully for a long time. Orchids, with their elegant and charming beauty, not only captivate people, but also bring fresh vitality to your living space. However, to keep orchids healthy, root quickly and bloom all year round, we need to know how to take care of them properly. In this video, I will guide you to make organic fertilizer for orchids. Extremely simple but effective. Anyone can do it at home. Let's explore with me right away. To make this organic fertilizer, you will need coffee grounds. This ingredient is easy to find, environmentally friendly, and is especially rich in nutrients such as nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus, which are great for orchid growth. I use 3 teaspoons, just enough to create a nutrient-rich organic fertilizer solution. After preparing the coffee, add 1 liter of boiling water to the pot. Hot water will help extract the maximum nutrients in the coffee. Let the mixture cool down gradually. The brewing time will help the ingredients dissolve completely, ensuring the solution achieves the best effect. Once the water has cooled, strain the mixture to remove all the coffee grounds. This will help the solution become clear, easily absorbed into the leaves and roots of the plants, and will also prevent clogging when using irrigation equipment. Add water to make 5 liters of coffee solution to adjust the concentration, creating a balance that helps plants absorb nutrients easily without overloading or harming the plants. Next, add 1 teaspoon of baking soda to the diluted coffee solution. Baking soda helps reduce acidity, balance pH, and create an ideal environment for plants to grow. At the same time, it also has the ability to prevent mold and pests, protecting plants more effectively. So I have guided you through the steps of preparing liquid fertilizer for orchids. This liquid fertilizer solution can be used in many different ways, and I will show you 3 ways. Method 1. Water liquid fertilizer directly onto the orchid roots. Coffee provides important nutrients such as nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus, helping orchids grow healthily. In addition, baking soda has the ability to adjust the pH of the soil, reducing acidity if you use too much chemical fertilizer, creating an ideal environment for orchids. Baking soda not only helps adjust pH, but also kills harmful insects and fungi, effectively protecting orchids from these problems. Using an organic fertilizer solution made from coffee and baking soda helps orchids develop healthy roots, which play an important role in absorbing water and nutrients from the soil. When the roots are healthy, the plant will be able to absorb maximum nutrients, thereby helping the plant grow strongly and bloom evenly and beautifully. Method 2. Spray liquid fertilizer on orchid leaves. This method is similar to using foliar fertilizer, which helps provide nutrients directly to the plant through the leaves. You can spray the fertilizer solution on the entire orchid plant, from the leaves to the stem, helping the plant quickly absorb essential nutrients such as nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus. Providing nutrients through the leaves helps the plant grow strongly, increase vitality, and improve the ability to flower. In addition to providing nutrients, this solution also protects plants from insects and diseases. Baking soda in the solution has the ability to kill insects and mold, helping orchids avoid harmful agents from the environment. In addition, spraying fertilizer on the leaves also helps clean the leaf surface, keeping the leaves cool and free of dirt. This creates favorable conditions for photosynthesis, helping the plant absorb light better, thereby photosynthesizing more effectively, promoting plant growth and helping orchids bloom beautifully and long-lasting. Method 3. Use liquid fertilizer to clean orchid leaves. Another way to use this fertilizer solution is to wipe the surface of orchid leaves. When you use the solution to wipe the leaves, it not only provides nutrients, but also helps remove dirt, mold, and harmful agents on the leaves. This helps the leaves stay clean and airy, creating favorable conditions for the stomata to function more effectively. Stomata are small holes on the leaves that help the plant exchange gases, absorb carbon dioxide, and release oxygen. When the stomata function well, the plant's photosynthesis process will be enhanced, helping the plant absorb light and convert energy effectively. This not only helps the orchid grow healthily, but also promotes the ability to bloom evenly and beautifully. Keeping the leaf surface clean also helps the plant prevent diseases caused by mold or bacteria, keeping the orchid fresh and healthy. And this is the result after taking care of orchids with liquid coffee fertilizer and baking soda. The roots grow very healthy. Look at this, beyond imagination, right? It's very long and plump, isn't it wonderful? When the roots are strong, the plant will have an abundant source of nutrients, helping the flowers bloom beautifully and last long, with many flowers appearing on the same branch. These flowers will be fresh, bloom brightly, and maintain their beauty for a long time. So, in this video, I have shared with you in great detail how to care for orchids, helping them develop healthy roots and bloom beautifully all year round. Hopefully, these methods will help you have healthy, vibrant orchid pots that bloom for a long time. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on the next useful videos. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and see you again. Welcome to my channel. Today I will continue to share with you how to propagate orchids extremely simply and effectively. In my hand is a broken orchid branch. With broken orchid branches like this, don't rush to throw them away. Today I will guide you on how to use broken orchid branches to propagate effectively. First, we gently peel off the protective layer on the outside of the orchid branch. This will help the branch germinate more easily, creating favorable conditions for growth. This is toothpaste. I will apply a thin layer to the new cut. The toothpaste will help protect the orchid from fungi that cause rot and also prevent the plant from losing water. After applying, let the cut dry before proceeding with the next steps. Prepare 1 teaspoon of MSG, then mix with 1 liter of clean water. Soak orchid branches in this solution for about 30 minutes to provide nutrients, stimulate germination, and increase vitality for orchid branches. The remaining MSG water can be used as organic fertilizer for orchids, providing essential nutrients to help plants grow healthily, stimulate strong roots, and support more effective flowering. Spray the MSG solution evenly over the entire orchid stem, being careful not to spray it on the flowers to avoid damage. MSG contains sugar and essential nutrients, helping to strengthen the plant. Do this once a month for better orchid growth. After 30 minutes, take out the orchid branch soaked in MSG water to prepare for orchid propagation. I spread a layer of tissue paper like this, then put a layer of moss on top of the tissue paper and place the orchid branch on top of the moss. Spray the orchid with regular water once a week to help it grow better. I rolled the tissue paper carefully, making sure the orchid was placed right in the middle of the moss, creating the ideal environment for the orchid to grow best. After rolling the orchid stem, I gently placed it in a jar, then covered the mouth of the jar with plastic wrap. Make air holes in the plastic wrap to ensure the orchid has enough air to grow. Place orchids in a cool place for them to grow. After 3 weeks, the orchid sprouts have begun to grow, indicating that the plant is growing well. This is the right time to proceed with potting the orchid. I use cold stones to grow orchids, helping the plants to be well fixed and creating ventilation, avoiding waterlogging for the orchid roots. Spread a thin layer of moss on the surface of the substrate, ensuring the orchid is always provided with regular moisture. Place the sprouting orchid on the moss layer, with the sprout facing up for best growth. Place the orchid pot on a shallow tray of water to increase the humidity in the surrounding air. This method is very effective, especially if you live in a dry climate. Mist the plant and growing medium gently every day to maintain ideal humidity. Water the tray regularly to maintain ideal humidity for the orchid. You can recycle plastic bottles into mini greenhouses. This method helps maintain stable humidity and temperature, creating favorable conditions for orchids to grow faster and healthier. Three months later, the orchid has grown very healthy, with lush green leaves, long and strong roots, showing strong vitality. These roots help the plant absorb nutrients from the environment well, supporting the plant's comprehensive development of stems, roots, and flowers. So in this video I have shared with you how to propagate orchids from materials around us with a very simple but highly effective method. If you apply the correct method that I instruct, you will definitely succeed. My videos have provided subtitles in many different languages, so you can choose the appropriate language to easily understand the content. If you find the video useful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel to support and help the channel reach 1,000 subscribers soon. Wish you success and happiness in your orchid care journey. See you in the next videos. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will show you how to make your own seaweed fertilizer. This method is very simple, but the effect is extremely magical for orchids. Let's get started. To start making seaweed fertilizer, you need to prepare a piece of dried seaweed. The size of the seaweed piece does not need to be too large, just a small piece is enough. Before use, chop the seaweed into smaller pieces for easier handling during the grinding process. Dried seaweed is rich in minerals and micronutrients, which are the main ingredients that make this fertilizer special and effective. After preparing the seaweed, put it all in a blender. Next, add about 300 milliliters of warm water. Warm water will help the grinding process become easier and at the same time activate the nutrients in the seaweed. Blend this mixture until the seaweed is completely ground. Once the mixture is pureed, the next step is to filter out the residue. You can use a sieve or a filter cloth to remove excess seaweed fibers. Filtering the residue helps the fertilizer solution become smoother, easier to absorb and use on the orchid. Add water to the solution to bring the total volume to about 1.5 liters. This ratio ensures that the solution is enough for the orchid to absorb without causing damage. Next, add 1 teaspoon of regular yeast to the solution. Leave the mixture for 2 hours, allowing the microorganisms in the yeast to grow rapidly. This is an important step to increase the effectiveness of the fertilizer. This seaweed fertilizer solution can be used in a variety of ways. Method 1. Use solution to clean orchid leaves. As a first step, you can use a seaweed fertilizer solution combined with yeast to clean the leaves of the plant. This solution not only helps remove fungal diseases on the leaf surface, but also provides some necessary nutrients directly through the leaves. Cleaning the leaves helps the leaves to breathe, absorb light better, and increase the ability to photosynthesize. In addition, nutrients from the seaweed solution will penetrate the leaves, helping the leaves to be healthier and grow better. This method should be done regularly, 1 to 2 times a month. After a while, you will notice that the leaves are greener, fungal diseases are reduced, and the orchid looks much healthier. Method 2. Spray the solution all over the orchid plant. This method is done by spraying the seaweed and yeast solution evenly over the entire orchid plant, from leaves, stems to roots. This is a way to supplement nutrients through the leaves, similar to using regular foliar fertilizer but with higher efficiency, thanks to the natural nutrients from seaweed. Seaweed provides abundant minerals such as potassium, magnesium, iron, zinc, and micronutrients, helping plants grow healthily, promote photosynthesis, create energy and support flowering. Spraying the solution on the leaves helps the plant absorb nutrients quickly, increase resistance, and keep the leaves green and shiny, supporting the plant to grow and bloom brilliantly. Method 3. Water this solution into the orchid roots. Water the seaweed solution directly onto the orchid roots. This is an effective way to provide nutrients, helping the roots absorb minerals and micronutrients quickly. At the same time, the seaweed solution improves soil fertility, maintains necessary moisture, and creates an ideal environment for root growth. Seaweed helps plants grow strongly and produce beautiful, vibrant flowers. The nutrients in seaweed strengthen the immune system, helping plants fight pests and harmful environmental agents, protecting orchids throughout the growth process. Seaweed solution is also a particularly effective solution for orchids that are having health problems. When the plant is weak due to lack of water, pests, or harsh environment, nutrients from seaweed will help the plant recover quickly. For weak orchids, you can soak the orchid roots in seaweed solution for about 1 hour. This will help the roots absorb the maximum amount of necessary nutrients. For best results, you should do this process every 3 days. After just 1 month of applying the method of watering and soaking in seaweed solution, the orchid will recover significantly. The roots will grow healthy, the leaves will be green, and the orchid will be ready to bloom brilliantly. This is a simple care method, but brings outstanding results. So in this video, I have shared with you how to make liquid fertilizer to take care of lush orchids. Stunted and lifeless orchids will grow effectively. To watch the next useful videos, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you, goodbye, and see you again. Welcome to my channel. Today I will continue to share the method of propagating orchids from flower cuttings with a new method, giving you more options to grow your orchid garden more effectively. I will cut an orchid branch to prepare for propagation. You should choose an orchid branch with dormant buds like this. The success rate in propagation will be higher, helping the plant to grow quickly and root better. I cut off the unnecessary part, keeping the part with dormant buds for propagation. This is a garlic bulb. I took 1 clove and peeled it. Then cut the garlic bulb in half and apply garlic paste on the cut to disinfect it, which will help the orchid not rot due to fungus. Wait for the cut to dry. Then cover the cut with melted candle to prevent the orchid from losing water and also prevent fungi and bacteria from entering through the cut, causing the orchid branch to rot. Next, I will use a small banana, put it in a blender with 1 liter of water and blend until the mixture is completely smooth. Filter out the banana pulp and keep only the pure banana juice. Then soak the orchid branches in banana water for about 20 minutes, helping to provide natural nutrients, stimulate root growth and increase vitality for the orchid branches. Use 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder with 1 liter of boiling water. Cinnamon powder has natural antibacterial properties, helping to clean and prevent the growth of bacteria and fungi in water. Cover and wait about 20 minutes. After the water cools, filter out the residue to obtain pure, clean cinnamon water that is easy to use for the next steps. Soak moss in cinnamon water for 20 minutes to kill bacteria. After 20 minutes, remove the moss and let it dry completely to avoid the moss being wet for too long, reducing the protection and cleaning effectiveness. I use used plastic bottles to create miniature greenhouses that provide better environmental control, keep warm, and provide ideal conditions for orchid cuttings to grow. Spread a layer of pebbles at the bottom of the box. Pebbles help drain water effectively, avoiding waterlogging and creating ventilation for orchid roots. Spread a layer of moss on top of the pebbles. Moss retains moisture well, creating a moderately humid environment, supporting the orchid branches to grow strongly. Place orchid cuttings in a miniature greenhouse. Orchid cuttings will germinate faster when placed in a stable environment and protected from negative impacts from the outside environment. Regular misting helps maintain the necessary humidity, creating favorable conditions for the growth of orchid branches. Place the orchid cuttings in a cool place to wait for the orchid to germinate. Weeks later, the orchid branch has sprouted. Isn't that wonderful? I continue to place in the miniature greenhouse and mist regularly to keep moist, helping the orchid sprouts grow better. One month later, the orchid has grown tall and taken root. After taking root, the orchid can absorb the nutrients we provide to grow strongly. I add fish fertilizer to the orchid. Because the orchid is still young, I fertilize far from the orchid's base to ensure that the orchid does not get shocked and can absorb nutrients slowly. Continue to mist the orchid regularly to support healthy growth. Months later, the orchid has grown very strongly, with fresh green leaves and large, strong roots, helping the orchid absorb water and nutrients effectively from the surrounding environment. This is very important for the orchid to maintain life and grow healthily in natural conditions. And now, I will grow orchids outdoors to adapt to the natural climate. So, with this simple method, you can easily propagate orchids at home. Hopefully, this content will be useful for you. If you find the video useful, please subscribe to the channel, like and share so that more people know about your channel. Thank you for supporting your channel. Goodbye, and see you again. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, a place to share tips on caring for orchids at home with simple but highly effective methods. In this video, I will share with you a secret to propagating dendrobium orchids. Dendrobium is not only famous for its delicate beauty and gentle fragrance, but is also known as the flower of endurance. This orchid can bloom all year round and maintain its beauty for a long time. If you love dendrobium and want to propagate this wonderful flower, let's discover the simple but effective secret right away. I will be cutting an old orchid branch for propagation. Use a sharp knife or scissors to ensure a clean cut, which will help minimize damage to the plant. I will be propagating this orchid cutting using a plastic bottle, so I need to cut the cutting to fit the size of the bottle. I used a sharp razor blade to smooth out the cut and avoid crushing it so that the wound could heal faster. After cutting, you need to treat the cut to prevent bacteria from entering and help the wound heal quickly. Apply a layer of toothpaste to the cut because toothpaste has mild antiseptic properties and helps dry the wound. Wait until the toothpaste is completely dry before proceeding to the next steps. Next, I recycled plastic bottles into tools for propagating orchids. I punched holes around the body of the bottle and at the bottom to create ventilation and effective drainage, avoiding waterlogging while still maintaining moisture, helping the orchids grow more effectively. The cut of this orchid branch has dried, and now I will take one aloe leaf, make a small hole, and put the orchid branch through so that the orchid branch is covered with fresh gel. Aloe gel contains many nutrients, helps stimulate root growth and promotes plant regeneration. Wait for the aloe gel to dry completely before placing the plant in a new environment. Once the orchid branches are dry, put them in the prepared plastic bottle and close the lid. This is a large plastic pot with drainage holes on the sides and also in the bottom of the box. I put the plastic bottle with the flax cuttings into this plastic pot and put moss around it. Moss plays an important role in the orchid propagation process because it has a very good water retention capacity, helping to maintain a stable humidity around the orchid cuttings. This creates ideal conditions for new roots to grow. In addition, moss also has natural antibacterial properties, helping to limit the invasion of bacteria or fungi that are harmful to plants. Using moss not only helps keep the breeding environment clean and safe, but also helps orchids quickly adapt and regenerate in new conditions. After inserting moss around the orchid branch, you need to pour some water into the bottom of the bottle to create humidity. At the same time, water the moss to ensure that the moss always retains the necessary humidity. Maintaining a constant level of humidity is important as it provides a favorable environment for the germination and root development of orchid cuttings. However, care must be taken not to overwater to avoid waterlogging, as this can have a negative impact on the orchid plant, slowing down the recovery process. After watering, close the plastic box and place the orchid pot in a cool place and wait for the plant to sprout. After 2 months of taking care of this branch, I will now check it to see how it has grown. I need to remove the moss around to get the plastic orchid propagation box. Then I clean this orchid box. At first glance, it looks like the orchid branch has sprouted and taken root. To get the orchid branch out of this plastic box, I will use scissors to cut the box in half to ensure the safety of the orchid branch without breaking the roots and leaves. Only this way can the orchid branch be safely removed. It needs to be done carefully and skillfully. Wow, look at this. It's amazing. The orchid has sprouted and taken root. It's growing very strongly. And now I will cut each sprout to plant them in a new environment. The separation needs to be done carefully, ensuring that the young roots and new sprouts are kept intact, helping the plant have enough conditions to grow healthily when transferred to a new environment. I use moss as a growing medium for orchids. Thanks to the ability of moss to retain moisture and air, orchids will have an ideal environment to grow. Then, I gently place each orchid branch on the surface of the pot. For the taller orchid shoots, to keep the plant stable and avoid falling, I use a fixing bar and gently clamp it to the stem. Finally, I sprayed a light mist to provide the necessary humidity, helping the plant quickly adapt to the new environment. So in this video, I have shared with you how to propagate dendrobium orchids with very simple and easy to make materials, especially highly effective. I believe that if you apply it correctly, you will definitely succeed. To watch more useful videos, please subscribe to my channel. Goodbye, and see you in the next videos.
Hello, orchid enthusiasts. Like you, I am also a lover of orchids. This flower has always attracted me because of its rich, classy, and elegant beauty. You have always dreamed of owning a brilliant orchid garden with beautiful flowers created by your own hands. To do that, orchid propagation is a step that cannot be skipped. But if you have tried and failed, don't worry. In this video, I will reveal the secret to help you propagate any orchid species simply and effectively. Watch my entire video to discover this secret. In my hand, I have an old orchid branch that has bloomed, and I use it for propagation. First, I will cut off the flowered sections as they are no longer able to grow, allowing the plant to focus its nutrients on new growth. Just keep the remaining 3 segments, as these are the parts from which the orchid can sprout new shoots. These segments are full of living cells and will be the source of the orchid's growth. Next, I apply melted candle solution to the cut. This helps protect the orchid from rot as the candle forms a tight protective layer, preventing bacteria and fungi from entering the cut. At the same time, the candle solution also helps the cut heal quickly, reducing the risk of infection and promoting the growth of the plant. When melted, the candle will solidify on the cut and protect the plant tissue underneath, without hindering the growth of the orchid branch, so you can rest assured to use it. I will peel off the protective membrane that protects the dormant sprout. This membrane covers the sprout and helps protect it from external factors, but at the same time, it also hinders the sprout's growth. When this membrane is removed, the dormant sprout will easily receive nutrients and light, thereby sprouting and growing healthily. Next, use a fresh ginger branch and cut it into small pieces. Fresh ginger contains many natural compounds with antibacterial and antifungal properties, which help improve the health of orchids. Cut the ginger into small pieces to easily extract the beneficial nutrients during the soaking process. Put ginger in a jar with 500 milliliters of boiling water. Soak ginger for 1 day to extract all the essence from ginger. This helps the nutrients from ginger dissolve into water, creating a solution that has the best effect for orchids. 1 day after soaking, you filter out the residue and only use the ginger water to care for the orchid. You put the orchid branch in the vase and pour in water to stop soaking for 30 minutes. This helps the plant absorb natural nutrients from ginger, while also fighting bacteria and preventing some common diseases in orchids. This soaking also helps increase the resistance of orchids. You also need to soak the moss in ginger water for 30 minutes. This solution helps to disinfect, remove bacteria and fungi that may be present in the moss, and also enhances the moss's ability to retain moisture. After soaking the moss for 30 minutes, take it out and squeeze out the water to prepare for orchid propagation. I use recycled plastic boxes to make miniature greenhouses for orchids. These plastic boxes have vents which help maintain the necessary humidity while ensuring that the plants are not waterlogged, avoiding stagnant air in the box. Before placing the orchid in the plastic box, I will spread a thin layer of moss on the bottom of the box. This layer of moss helps to keep the plant moist, creating a stable environment and preventing the orchid from lacking water. After preparing the moss layer at the bottom of the box, I place the orchid cuttings in the miniature greenhouse. I mist the plants once a week to keep the humidity stable. Cover the box and place it in a bright location so that the orchid gets the light it needs to grow. But avoid direct sunlight, as too much sunlight can burn the leaves or weaken the plant. After 21 days, look at this. The orchid has started to sprout. Isn't that great? This is a sign that the propagation process is going smoothly. The orchid bud will gradually develop and prepare to enter the strong growth phase. To maintain best growth, I continue to mist to keep the orchids at a stable humidity. After 10 days, look at this. The orchid is growing stronger with the appearance of new green leaves, and the roots are starting to grow long and strong. The new leaves will help the plant photosynthesize better, while the growing roots will help the plant absorb water and nutrients effectively. This is a sign that the propagation process is going very well. To maintain this growth, continue to mist to keep the humidity stable for the plant. At the same time, place the orchid in a place with soft light. Avoid direct sunlight to prevent the leaves from burning. After another 2 weeks, wow, look at this. The orchid continues to grow strongly, with leaves and roots clearly growing longer. This shows that the plant has adapted well to the environment and is growing healthily. The roots of orchids play an important role in absorbing water and nutrients from the surrounding environment, helping the plant grow healthily. Orchid roots often grow strongly, have the ability to cling tightly to the substrate and hold the plant firmly. When the roots are healthy, the orchid will easily absorb nutrients, helping the leaves to be greener and the flowers to grow more beautifully. Once the plant has grown steadily, you can plant the orchid in a pot to help it adapt to the outside environment. This helps the orchid continue to grow in a spacious space, favorable for long-term growth. I use pine wood to grow orchids, creating a well-ventilated environment, retaining moisture well, and helping the roots to grow healthily. I used a stake to stabilize the plant, allowing the orchid to adhere to the wood and thrive. I then covered the top with a layer of moss to retain moisture, creating the ideal environment for healthy orchid growth, while also protecting the roots from drying out and mold. Watering orchids helps provide the necessary moisture for the plant, supporting photosynthesis and absorbing nutrients from the substrate. Water also helps maintain the freshness of leaves and roots, helping the plant grow healthily and promote flowering. However, it is important to water just enough to avoid waterlogging the roots. So in this video, I have shared with you how to propagate orchids. Extremely simple, easy to do, and highly effective. You just need to follow the steps that I instruct, and you will definitely succeed. If you find the video useful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share so more people can know. Thank you for watching, goodbye, and see you in the next videos.
Welcome to my channel. Today I will share with you how to propagate orchids from flower stalks using a new method that is very easy to do. This method helps you have more options for more effective orchid propagation. First, you need to remove the membrane on the flower stem so that the sprout can easily grow. This is an onion. I will cut about 10 grani. Onions contain natural sulfur compounds that are antibacterial, antifungal, and protect orchids from pathogens. Then squeeze the onion juice. Onion juice also stimulates orchid sprouts to grow healthily and quickly. Next, I use cotton soaked in onion juice and wrap it around the orchid sprouts and leave it for 5 minutes, which helps to disinfect and prevent bacteria or fungi from entering the cut. At the same time, it stimulates the orchid sprouts to grow faster and healthier. Once the cut is dry, apply some skin glue to the cut surface. This glue will help keep the orchid moist and protect it from rotting. While waiting for the glue to dry, prepare the cinnamon bark powder mixture by mixing 1 teaspoon of cinnamon bark powder with 60 ml of boiled water, then let it cool. Continue to soak the moss in this cinnamon water for about 20 minutes. Thanks to its natural antiseptic properties, cinnamon water will help protect orchids from pathogens. After completing the above steps, I used recycled plastic bottles to make orchid growing tools. I put moss at the bottom of the plastic box, then place the orchid branch on top of the moss so that the bud is facing up. Place the bottle in a cool place and spray water regularly to keep it moist to create an ideal environment for the sprouts to grow. After 3 weeks, look at this, the orchid sprouts have started to grow, a sign that the orchid is growing strongly. At this time, you continue to spray mist to keep the soil moist and make sure the plant is placed in a well-ventilated place. Let's see the results after 3 months of caring for the orchid. Look, the little orchid has grown very well. The roots also grow strongly, helping the plant to easily absorb nutrients. I reuse plastic bottles to grow orchids. Reusing plastic bottles is not only environmentally friendly, but also helps orchids grow quickly thanks to the suitable humidity environment. I grow orchids using pine wood and moss because these are two natural substrates that retain moisture well, drain quickly, and provide a well-ventilated environment for orchid roots to grow. After planting, I watered to provide initial moisture, helping the orchids adapt better to the substrate and begin the growth process. So in this video, I have shared with you a very simple but highly effective way to propagate orchids. I wish you success in applying it and have healthy, beautiful orchid pots. Please subscribe to my channel for more useful orchid growing tips. Thanks, bye, and see you again.